Wikipedia says that episode 6 is called The Mystery of Blackwood Lodge, and I have no idea why. There is no Blackwood Lodge. It's not mentioned at all in the episode. Maybe Wikipedia got the episode titles wrong. So, following up on the previous episode, Nancy found a time capsule. Inside is a poem written by Lucy Sable about the Velvet Mask. Apparently that's a party run by rich people. I think it's supposed to be based on this book, The Clue of the Velvet Mask. I have not read this book, I do not know, but just based on the cover, it seems Nancy goes to a masquerade ball where people dress up in various costumes. It's somewhat similar to that in the episode where everybody dresses up in fancy tuxedos and masks. It's a very exclusive, secret party for rich people, and there's a giant auction there as well. So Ryan took Lucy to the Velvet Mask 20 years ago, and Nancy tries to find out more about what happened there. So Nancy and Ryan learn that they're both being haunted by the ghost, and they sort of make a deal. Like, she wants to get into the Velvet Mask so she can investigate, while he wants her to steal some gold coins. Because he's broke, he needs to sell the coins at the auction. And there's a little bit of tension building up between Nancy and her friends, because her friends show up, and Nick and George are kind of mad at Nancy for not telling them everything, for keeping secrets, for not telling them about this Ryan Hudson angle. I have to say, I thought it was kind of strange that Nancy was keeping secrets. I mean, I can understand she didn't want to tell them about seeing Lucy Sable's ghost because she didn't want them to think she was crazy, but she really should have told them more about Ryan Hudson. Her friends start to explore the Owen Marvin angle, and they find out more about these gold coins. So it turns out the gold coins are from a sunken ship. So basically, it crashed in the ocean, and all the cargo was lost, and 12 people died, including Sebastian Marvin. And all the cargo was lost. So how do they still have the coins? Does that mean the Hudsons destroyed their own boat for the insurance money? I'm not sure, but that brought an end to the partnership between the Marvins and the Hudsons, and that's why those two families don't really like each other anymore. So they managed to lean on Laura Tandy, Ace's girlfriend, to get them into the big Velvet Mask party, so they can basically steal the coins at auction. That's their plan. And meanwhile, Owen wants to buy the coins at auction because they're proof that the Hudsons destroyed their own ship, and he can get them thrown in jail. That's basically his motive. He gets a little flirty with Nancy. He has actual chemistry with Nancy. I don't think she has much chemistry with him, but he has chemistry with her. And, at the end of the episode, she tries letting him down gently. She's like, I have a boyfriend. His name is Nick, and he has fantastic cheekbones. Yeah. So, and of course, Nick's watching the whole time going... Oh, so love drama in the air for Nancy and her boyfriend. In the subplot, Bess has a date with Lisbeth. She worries over where they're gonna date, and then she gets all, I'd say flighty, and just does a bunch of weird, awkward stuff during the date, and Lisbeth actually makes up a fake emergency and leaves, and Bess cries her eyes out, but Lisbeth shows up at the Velvet Mask party, and Bess confronts her, and then all of a sudden they're cool again, and, during the auction, Lisbeth just plays pinky fingers with her. She's like, oh, my pinky finger's touching yours. Ooh, my fingers are touching yours. And then they start making out, which distracts Bess from her job of stealing the coins, so she gets caught. They all get caught, and, the person running it's like, we're gonna cut your hands off, townie! But Owen's like, oh, don't worry, I'll vouch for them. And I guess that's that. They're just immediately kicked out and forced never to say anything about this party. Meanwhile, Nancy solves the mystery. Basically, it refers to, Lucy's puzzle refers to the masks that people were wearing. and it's basically saying she was hiding in this one specific room when she saw the now dead Sebastian Marvin making out with Mrs. Hudson. So there's some sort of family drama. They were having an affair with each other, basically. So that could be why the Hudsons destroyed the boat and killed Sebastian to cover up this affair. And it could be that they killed Lucy Sable to cover up this affair. Two things. Ryan Hudson says, "Oh, well," it's like Ryan Hudson confesses. It's like, okay, fine. Lucy saw my mom having an affair, which must have been kind of traumatic for a kid who is, kids who are in high school, basically. And he says that, okay, well, they took care of the problem the way they took care of every problem back then. Carson Drew. Dun, dun, dun. So I don't know. Apparently Carson was the heavy for the Hudsons, the big enforcer. That's why he was acting weird around the Hudsons in earlier episodes. I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out. It is revealed at the end of the episode that the DNA on Lucy's crown, there's a hair from somebody who's not Lucy, someone female. Why haven't the police found this out yet? I don't know. I actually have no idea. That seems like something the police would have figured out. And the other thing was more drama with Nancy and Nick inside the Velvet Mask as, she sees him and she's like, oh, you guys broke in here too. And he's like, hey, let me go with you. And she's like, no, I promise I'll tell you the truth soon. And that just kind of made me go, I don't know why Nancy's keeping secrets from Nick, because it would take her 2 seconds to explain, here, I'm going into this room to follow up on a poem written by Lucy Sable. There, she could have explained it in 1 sentence. And then, then Nancy Drew from the books would not turn down an opportunity to hang out with her friends and investigate. So I just thought it was weird. I really wanted to see Nancy, solve the mystery with Nick, because that was a really good episode. The earlier one, when Nancy and Nick teamed up to solve a mystery, that was great. I wanted to see more of that. Instead, Nancy's just sort of keeping secrets from him. And obviously her friends are keeping secrets from her, not telling her that they got into the Velvet Mask, mainly because she refused to help them get into the Velvet Mask. So I don't know. It just seems like our group of friends are not really friends yet, if that makes sense. They're just sort of still lying and keeping secrets. It was a somewhat interesting premise, having to break into this rich person's exclusive party. It was just kind of a weird setup. I don't know. Maybe it was based off the book. I can't explain it. I thought it was a little strange. And I think that's it. Yep. So, overall, I'd say, kind of like the episode. Pretty good. Much better than last episode. So, compared to last episode, this was great.